Sahinavavatu Sahinau Bhunaktu Sahviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vichar Chandrodaya, Kala 6. The illusion of PRAPANCHA. Question: why do the three states in the Atman appear as? Answer, illustration. Due to the lack of knowledge about the nature of the seashell, it may be misperceived as a piece of silver, mica, or paper. These three objects are neither related to each other nor do they have any connection with the seashell. However, the seashell is, in a way, connected with all the three objects in the following manner. When the seashell deceptively appears to be silver, the illusion of mica and paper is non-existent. When the seashell deceptively appears to be mica, the illusion of silver and paper are non-existent. When the seashell deceptively appears to be paper, the illusion of mica and silver is non-existent. This is the disconnection or separation between these three illusions. These three objects are never present in the seashell in all the three phases of time: the beginning, the middle, and the end. In this way, they are disconnected with the seashell. During the illusion, this is silver, this is mica, this is paper. In this manner, this aspect of the seashell appears to be in continuance in all the three illusions. This is the connection of the seashell with all the three objects: silver, mica, and paper. A seashell has three parts or aspects. 1. The basic part. 2. Distinguished part. 3. The illusory distinguishing part. First, Idampanā, this. This is the basic part which is perceived for a longer time, since Idampanā exists during the illusory phase, and even in the absence of this phase, it is seen as this is a seashell. Thus the Idampanā, this-ness, is the basic part. It is also called the Adhāra, the foundation. One may refer to the seashell as blue-colored triangular object. Such specific featural description is known as the distinguished part of the seashell. And it seems so for a brief period of time. In the illusory phase, the above-mentioned features, such as the blue color, are not perceptible. But the perception of these specific features get rid of the illusion. Therefore, this is the distinguishing part, also known as Adhishṭhāna. Adhishṭhāna, the substratum. What was the last chapter? Three states. Now the question is getting into the different zone, that how do these three states appear in the Atman? It's not saying by the Atman, no, they're saying in the Atman. So the illustration given is that, well, you have to someday maybe go to the ocean side, see a seashell from a distance, then it might look like a mica or a paper or silver. Because the sun rays will fall on the body of the seashell and it creates this very sparky kind of reflections, and from a distance it might seem that it is a piece of silver. But it's when you go close and then you see, oh, it's not a silver, it's just a piece of seashell. But to another person it might seem mica, to another person it might seem that some silvery paper is shining in the sun. Now, paper, mica and silver, these are very different things. But the illusion is happening in one seashell. Secondly, when somebody is seeing it as silver, will not be seeing it as mica or paper. Or if somebody is seeing it as a mica, will not see it as a silver or paper. And if somebody is seeing it as a silver paper, for that person it is not a silver and not a mica. It's a silvery paper which is shining or fluttering. Because in the distance, our eyes actually cannot see properly even in the daytime. So there are many, many things which can be misperceived because of not seeing the object properly, and then because of wind or because of heat or because of distance or because of your eyesight is weak, you might see absolutely that which is not even present there. So these three images, if are perceived, will be called the deception. All these three objects are actually and literally never present in the seashell, have no relation to that seashell. But when the illusion happens, the seashell is not seen, and out of three, one of the thing might be visible. So the Shastra says that when you see anything, there are three parts or aspects of the seashell. One is the basic part, two is that which will distinguish, and the three is the illusory distinguishing part. Now, how are these three things? The first part is being dealt, that's called idam. Idam in Sanskrit means other. Aham is me and idam is other. Idampanā, the otherness of the thing. So this is the basic part which will stay when you can't see the seashell or even when you see the seashell. So when the illusory face is there, then you say this is a seashell. And when that illusion is removed, then you will say this is not a silver, but this is a seashell. So this is a common factor because that is not going to change. But what changes is what was perceived. Firstly it was silver and then it was a seashell. But this is same sentence, same words of the same sentence. When one is in the misperception and then when one is not in the misperception, the this is part remains constantly same. Now it might seem that the seashell is looking like something triangular object. Now seashell is not triangular, but it might seem from a distance when it is not seen properly. But this will happen for a brief time, because by the time the onlooker goes close, oh, it's not a seashell, it's not anything triangular over there. So in the illusory phase, the above mentioned features, the blue color, the original format of the seashell is not seen, hence something else is seen. But these perceptions will get rid once the illusion is gone. So that's the distinguishing part, or also called the Adhishṭhāna. Adhishṭhāna, the substratum. The appearance, now move on to third, the appearance of silver, mica and paper are illusory distinguishing parts, and they cease to appear when the Adhishṭhāna is seen. When one perceives the reality of seashell, the illusion ceases to be, as they are transitory and they are distinct from the seashell. Therefore, this is the illusional distinguishing part, or also known as Bhrānti. Bhrānti, loosely we can say illusion. Analogy. The illusion of the three states, wakeful, dream and sleep, in the Adhishṭhāna. Now, who is the Adhishṭhāna? Atman. Occurs due to the ignorance of Atman. The three states are disconnected with one another and also with the Adhishṭhāna Atman. 2. On the other hand, the Atma is connected with all the three states in the following manner. When one experiences wakeful state, the states of dream and sleep are non-existence. You can't have parallel three states happening. That for a minute you are in deep sleep, then for a minute in a dream sleep, then for a minute you wake up. And then again this happens. Even medically it has been seen that it takes at least 20 to 30 minutes of a light sleep first to happen, and then the dream happens. And the duration of any dream could be from say 2 minutes to 10 to 15 minutes, it varies. And then again the deep sleep comes. Then another cycle of the sleep will begin. Again the sleep is lighter, and then again. So it's like light sleep, dream, and then deep sleep. So this somehow gets naturally repeated in the whole night. Now, if somebody cannot have light sleep in the beginning, or say moves right away into the dream sleep, very small sleep and then the dream, and then a very, very small deep sleep and then a dream, this is sign of a sickness. This is not a healthy thing. Because these dreams will be disturbing the duration of the deep sleep, hence that is going to have a very, very disastrous effect on the person's body and also on to the sanity of the mind. Meaning, if person can't sleep, now see, this is very precious information, hold to it. If you cannot sleep properly, then know something is really, really wrong. If you are tossing and turning in the bed, or if you are having too many dreams and you are unable to have the deep sleep, this is again a sign of vayu vitiation, and this can lead to many, many psychological illnesses and problems. Whether anxiety, whether depression, whether sadness, whether too much of anticipations about the future, or too much of strong weight for someone or something, if is happening in your mind, this will cause the breakage of the natural sleep cycle. And when this happens for a longer time, this is which is going to ruin the health and ruin the mental peace, and especially ruin the hormonal systems of the body. So all these people who have imbalances in their hormones, all those who have PCODs, all those who have ovarian cyst, all those who have hypothyroid, all those who have like say freckles on the face, all those who have very, very dark eye circles, patches on the under the eyes, all those who have thinning of the hair happening. Now these are the classic signs of a person whose vayu is vitiated, just because the person's mind is so rajoguni, hence that natural cycle is gone. Now, end of the day, if you can't take a breath properly and be alive, what is the use of all the money and relations and everything? At cost of what? Just because you don't have enough wealth and enough pampering people around you who hoist you on a very high pedestal and worship you and love you and adore you, and if this is making you sick and sad in your mind, will definitely take away the sleep cycle. So a very healthy sleep will have a connotation of, this is the most probably system that it's a light sleep, then a dream, then sound sleep, and then after a period of say 15 to 20 minutes, then a little lighter sleep again comes in, and then again the dream might happen. So this gets repeated. So if somebody's dream time is large and deep sleep is less, that's sign of a sickness. But in any case, when the dream is happening, the waking and the deep sleep are not there, missing. When deep sleep is there, then the dream and the waking is. So they don't happen at one time together. They'll be always at different times. So when one experiences dream state, the states of wakeful and deep sleep state are non-existent. When one experiences deep sleep state, the state of wakeful and dream state are non-existent. In this way, the three states are disconnected with each other. The everlasting absence of these three states in the Adhishṭhāna, Atman, shows the disconnectedness of these states with the Adhishṭhāna. Because three states are coming and going. Hence they are not stuck with some sticky glue that they won't go. They're there, then they're gone, then they're there, then they're gone. And the Adhishṭhāna is right there, same, on foundation of which the whole drama of these three states is happening. The Atman abides as the one illuminating constant in all the three states. This is the connectedness of the Atman with the three states. The imposition of avidyā on Atman leads to the three parts or aspects. First, the basic part. 2, the distinguishing part. 3, the illusory distinguishing part. Sat, is-ness, is the basic part. This is waking, this is dream, this is deep sleep. Is a common factor. Wakeful state exists, dream state, deep sleep exists. In this way, the Sat of Atman is perceived even during the illusion. On removal of the illusion, I am Sat, I am Chaitanya, I am Ananda, I am absolute, I am complete, I am eternally liberated, I am Brahman. In this way, the existence of Atman is perceived. So, I am remains the constantly non-changing thing. In illusion, I am seeing the dream, I am seeing the waking, I am seeing the deep sleep. So, the states are changing, but the I am in Sanskrit would be the is-ness. Idampanā. I am the one who is witnessing all this. So I am is a constant thing. Thus this state constitutes its basic part, which is also called Adhāra. Adhāra, foundation. Adhāra means the foundation. That remains constantly one and same, not changing at all. 2. Chaitanya, Anand, detached, non-dual. These are the special attributes of Atman. Therefore, they are known as the distinguishing parts. They are not perceived in the illusory state, but their perception eradicates the illusion. Thus, it is the distinguishing part, also known as Adhishṭhāna. Everybody from an ant to an elephant, knows that I am. But they don't know that I am Chaitanya. I am Ananda, Absolute. I am Brahman. This is not recognized by all these 4 types of beings which are residing on the earth. And it is only when someone gets to meet the master and listens to this Brahma Jnana and understands it properly and makes the Dhrida Aparoksh Jnana. Dhrida one, not Adhāra. Dhrida one. Because when it is Adhāra, one moment you will say, I am Ananda. Your lips are saying I am Ananda, but your heart is crying, why my so-and-so has not called me. Oh, I am missing my mother. Lips are saying I am Ananda, but your heart is in the pain. What is that? Nonsense. So this book, we are going to make it available on our app, right? And all those people who wish to learn, we are going to make a format in which this can be learnt through the app. So we'll be giving them in a episode wise, in a structured system will be made for the people to learn. So maybe many people will learn. So because now you are here at the moment listening to me heart to heart, they will be listening through their TV screens or their mobile screens, and they will be not having the experience which you at the moment are having. Even then, if this is not becoming a very resolved experience, so you can cram up these words. I am Satchitananda, I am Chaitanya. But I am a sleepy dog, I want to sleep. I am angry, I want to fight. I am sad, I want to cry. I am very disturbed. Why? He gave tea to everybody, never asked me, will you take tea? Even if somebody has not offered you a tea or a seat or a place to sit in, will be enough to make you cranky and angry. But then this shows that you have not really clearly known by experience that you are the Ananda. If your Ananda is just in a cup of tea, which was refused to you, and you are sulking and crying. Now I am sad. Now I am part is constantly same. I am sad is there. I am happy is there. I am Ananda. 3 different statements, but the I am is the constant part. I am is known by everybody. Even a dog knows I am. Even a cow knows I am. You have to see when I go to the Gaushala, how the cows, it has been months I haven't gone there, but even when I'll go after a big gap, the moment, even if I don't make any noise for them or call them, they see me, they turn their heads, they wag their tails like a dog. And if they are open, last time there's 5 of those cows started running towards me. So I had to hide behind a tree because they would have bumped into me. So even a cow knows I am, and a cow knows who I am. That much memory even they have it. Oh yes, I have fed them very well with jaggery and everything. Hence maybe that jaggery memory is very strong, or it's me who is there in their mind, whatever. But they do recognize. So I am, and they also know that when they eat jaggery, they are happy. And to have more jaggery, they will follow me like a lamb. Now I have called cow, a dog, a lamb and everything. But what I mean to say is the cow has the same emotions in her mind. And even she knows that I am. And she knows what makes her happy. But she cannot know that I am Chaitanya. I am Ananda. These are the and these two things, I am Chaitanya, I am Sakshi, these distinguishing part, if are understood and experienced, this will remove the illusion of being something else than what you are. Sat is experienced by everybody. Not Sat like Sat now, and not everybody says this, that I am eternal and I'll always be there and the body will die one day. No, no, no. But the I am part, I exist part is experienced by everybody. But not much useful. The prapancha, the objective world in all its three states, is the illusory distinguishing part. It appears to exist when one is ignorant of the Atman, which is inseparable from Brahman. And upon realizing the Atman, the statement I am Brahm does not seem to be different from the statement I am Atman. Now see, it is just a mere word for you that you are hearing. I am Atman, you are okay, fine, I am Atman. I say Atman is Brahman, okay, Atman is Brahm. Just a word for you. Because your reality is you see this body as a me. You are still not seeing the Atman as Atman. You are still seeing the mind as me. So the first part is actually missing. Until this realization seeps in down nicely, clearly, distinctively clearly, I am Atman. Then this Atman is Brahm would be so easily and readily understood and experienced. Thus the prapancha of the three states is the illusory distinguishing part, also known as Bhrānti. In this manner, the three states appear to exist in the Atman like an illusion. Does it look like an illusion? Does it look like an illusion? This is your waking state. Does this look like an illusion? No, it doesn't. Because at the moment the Satchit Anand is not clear. Hence this is an reality for you. I cannot make this world go poof for you to prove that it is an illusion. But you have to change the understanding about your own self, what you have at the moment. So until I am Atman is not clear, I am Brahm cannot be clear. I am Atman will pave the way to understand that this very Atman is Brahm. There aren't two existences. There is only one Adhāra. It's one and the common Adhāra. Question. What are the other illustrations demonstrating the perceptible, illusory prapancha in the Atman? First, illusion of man in a tree stump. 2. Dreams that appear in the presence of Sakshi. 3. Mirage in a desert. 4. Illusion of blueness in the sky. 5. Illusion of snake in a rope. 6. Illusion of an inverted tree or person in a pool of water. 7. Illusion of a town reflected in a mirror. All these are illusory. Can you understand all the 7 which I have just read? The 7 different illusions which are happening already. Now there is not much to explain into this. Similarly, due to ignorance, the apparent existence of the prapancha in the Atman, this too is an illusion. So now you have to understand and memorize all these 7 examples. And any time when you see this world as a true, you'll have to bring one of the example from the 7 and then relate it with that. Now these are the 7 arguments based on which your understanding will develop that this world is as unreal as a snake in a rope, as blueness of the sky, as inverted image of tree or a human being in a pool of water, or illusion of a man in a tree stump, or illusion of silver in the seashell. You have to relate with these 7 and you have to reflect and you have to understand that how this external Bhrānti is similar to the Bhrānti which you have that this world is real. Somebody saw this piece of silver on the beach, and very quickly the mind creates this whole story. Oh, I'll catch this silver before anybody sees it. Then I'll sell it in the market. Then I'll make money. Then I'll have party with it. Then I'll do shopping with it. It's such an expensive thing which I have found free on the beach. What a lucky day! So that silver gave rise to his greed. The snake in the rope will arise fear. The vision of a man and not a stump creates scare in the mind. Might be a thief, might be a robber, might be a killer, might be a rapist. But when the person goes close and says, oh, this is just a tree stump, then all that fear goes away. So that's the nature of the illusion, that when it is happening, it will create a disturbance in the mind. And it is happening because of the disturbance of the mind. In this manner, upon contemplating and realizing with conviction the illusory nature of PRAPANCHA, this resolute conviction enables one to break free from the illusionary shackles of PRAPANCHA. This is Bādha of a PRAPANCHA. Bādha is a new word now. Bādha means that, okay, the stump of tree was there, it seemed like a man, you got scared, when you went close, you saw, no, it's a tree stump. Now, how did this fear of the robber go away? Because the stump is still there. So why aren't you scared now after seeing the stump?
You can see the stump.
Because you can see the stump. Hence, why would you have now the stump is still there. The stump is not going anywhere. The stump is still there. But now there is no fear. So this we will call Bādha of the man which we thought was there in the stump. We don't have to crush the stump to remove our fear. Let it be there. But now I am not scared. So if you think that the total eradication of the universe should happen so as you can remove the idea that this world is illusory, this is wrong. Let the world be seen, but yet let your understanding be there that it is just my Bhrānti, it is just illusory. I never said that you will stop seeing the world once this misconception is removed. I am saying the misconception will be removed, that it is real. That was a trick question. And you all fell into it. It was a trick question. Say if Atman is liberated already, then does it mean that we have to remove the presence of the physical body first to know that Atman is liberated? There had been some fools in this country who would go and jump into Ganga and kill their body to feel that I am Atman. That's not the case. Let the prapancha be seen with your senses. Like the blueness of the sky is seen, and you yet know that nothing is blue up there. You don't have to blind your eyes, and you don't have to remove the sky so that you don't see the blueness of the sky. Let it be there.